Hi everyone, and it is time to try out the last of the palettes from the Pinky Rose bundle. This is called the 80's Baby, and the reason why I saved this for last is because if you see my first video, this palette is missing a pan, and there should have been a blue shade in here. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a blue shimmer, so obviously we're not going to be using that one today because I don't have it. But I did get an email back from Pinky Rose today, and they said they were so sorry and they would happily replace it, so I don't know if they're going to be sending me a whole new palette or just one shade, but either way I'm really happy about that because I really wanted that shade. So originally I didn't really want this palette. I mean, I did, but I wanted it a lot more when I saw that this shade down here is called Churro, because Churro is the name of our cat, so, you know, kind of biased. If my cat isn't a palette, I kind of need to have it. So yeah, today we're going to be playing with this, and the more I look at this, the more inspired I get, and the more fun I feel like this palette is going to be. And I guess I'll do the swatches on this one even though I don't have the last shade, but we're gonna do the swatches anyway, just so I can see if they are the same formula as the other two palettes, which, I mean, I'm sure they will be because they were all made at the same time. So yeah, let's just get into the swatches and get those over with. Alright, so I feel like the swatches were exactly the same as the other palettes, so no surprise there. And I think what I want to do for today's look, I want to do a palette bingo because I have not done a palette bingo in so long and I'm really craving it. I really just want to have a little bit of a challenge because I love doing these, so that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to pull up my random.org. So I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to try to screen record on my phone when I draw the numbers because that way you can actually see what I'm doing. So if I get this wrong and I mess up, please bear with me and know that I'm not going to cheat. So I'm going to draw the numbers on my phone now. First number we have is 1, 8, 5, 6, and 8 again, 2. So I'm gonna swatch these colors for you so you can see what we have to work with. Shade number 1 is Care Bear. Shade number 8 is Dapper. Shade number 5 is 1981. And shade number 6 is the one that is right next to it that I don't know how to pronounce. It's probably Yasabes, Yasabes, I don't know. But this is a very fun color story. And the last shade was shade number 2, which is Virgo. So that is what we're working with. I am really excited. I think that is kind of a cool color combination. I'm going to first wipe off the swatches on my arm here and then we can get started. So I went to MAC yesterday and I picked up a new paint pot. The one that I had is in soft ochre, and I know I've been saying how I don't like how it changes the colors of my eyeshadows because of the yellow undertone. So I picked up Painterly, which has more of a pink base. So let me know if you guys want to see a separate video comparing the two because I'm like pretty much running out of this one, so I need to use it. If I'm going to use it for a video, I need to do it soon. So today I'll be using the Painterly. So I think my plan is going to be to do a halo eye, and I want to keep most of the purples on my lid and then maybe pull the yellow onto my lower lash line and then the blue to my inner corner or something like that. I have not yet totally decided, but let's start off with this matte lilac shade, and I'm going to just put this into my crease. And I love how nicely this shows up. Even though it's a pastel color, it's actually really vibrant. Next up, I'm going to take this shimmery purple shade and I'm going to put that in my inner and outer corner. And I'm switching to a flat brush. And I didn't really like that brush for the shadows, so I'm going to switch over to my MAC 242 brush because this is my favorite for shimmers. I just wish it was a little bit smaller for doing halo eyes, but it's fine. I just find that this brush picks up on satins a lot better than the one I was using. I'm a little bit unsure about the formula on the shadow. I feel like it might be better treated as a matte, but it's definitely a shimmer. Like, I definitely can see that there is some glitter particles in it, and it's definitely a lot more satiny than a regular matte. So let me try to spray this. See how this goes. Yeah, that's a lot better. So the formula on this purple is definitely not the same as the shimmers that I previously tried in the other palettes. I don't know what the deal with this shadow is, but it doesn't seem to go on as foiled and nice as the others, and it's kind of a weird formula. It's like a hybrid between a shimmer and a matte. I don't really know how else to explain it, and I don't know if I necessarily like how this shade went on. And I kind of think that this shade might be better just treated as a matte and like use in the crease instead of on the lid, but I'm gonna go do the same thing on the other eye. I'm gonna try to take a little bit of this on a fluffy brush and just gently run that through my crease and connect it in the middle. And I do think it blends out really nicely. I'm also going to run over where I just put down the shade with Care Bear again, just to bring this color back because I feel like I lost it. For my halo part, I'm going to go in with the light blue shade, which is called Virgo. And I'm going to plop that right in the middle of my eye. And this seems to be the same kind of shimmery formula that I really enjoyed in the other two palettes. I don't know what the deal with this purple is. I'm really not personally a fan of shimmers that are like in between a matte and a shimmer. Like, decide what you want to be. Like, either be a really good shimmer or be a good matte. I'm gonna go back in again with Dapper and just really make sure that the blend between the purple and the blue is looking good. And I think I'm actually going to clean up the edges up here a little bit since I am going in with the yellow. And I know that the yellow is not going to like cover this up, so I need my lower lash line to be free of color. And I actually used to do this all the time before I started my channel, and I don't know why I stopped because I kind of like the look of winged out eyeshadow like this. I'm quickly going to just clean this up with some concealer, and then I will put down some primer on my lower lash line, and then we can continue. Alright, I'm gonna go in with the yellow shade now, and the reason why I wanted to put down a little bit of primer is that I find yellows to be really tough to stick onto my lower lash line, and I just wanted to really make sure that this pops. So I'm gonna take a smudging brush, and I'm just going to smudge this as much as I am able to onto my lower lash line. I will say that the formulas on the two paint pot colors don't seem to be exactly the same, which could be why I'm having some troubles with some of these shadows, so keep in mind this is only a first impression. I will get back to you guys with a full review on these palettes, so if there's anything that doesn't look right in this video with the shadows, it could be the eyeshadow primer, so just keep that in mind, because I am having a little bit of a hard time with this yellow here. But I'm gonna try to smoke this out now using a bit of a fluffier brush. So this is definitely looking a lot better now, and for my last shade I'm going to go into this yellow shimmer, and I'm going to pop that into my inner corner and maybe onto my lower lash line. I haven't yet decided, but let's start with the inner corner. And this shade is beautiful, I love this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line as well, all the way across. But I'm going to keep it higher up and still leave a little bit of room for the matte to show through. Alright, so I think I'm happy with this for the shadows. I'm gonna go finish up the rest of my eyes, and then when I come back I will tell you what I used because I haven't yet decided, so I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so this will be it for the eye look. In my waterline I used this yellow by Colourpop, which I can never remember the name of. It's Punch, and I really like this. And then for my mascara, I tried a new mascara, and I tried the Lash Princess by Essence, and I do not like it at all. I've had so many people recommend this, and I'm sorry, I hated it. I thought the wand was trash, it smells like shit, it didn't do anything for my lashes, the wand is really scratchy, and I'm not a fan. So I went back in with my Bad Gal Bang because this is my favorite and it saved the look. So for lipstick, I'm gonna use Creator by Maybelline, and I feel like this might go really nice with the eye look. Okay, so this is the final look. I think this came out really cool. First impressions on this palette, I did not have the best time with this. I thought this was definitely the worst out of the bundle so far, but again, that could definitely have something to do with my eyeshadow primer, so I really am interested in doing a separate review just comparing these two eyeshadow primers because they're both by MAC. They should be the same formula, but I feel like they're not, so I am going to film a separate video on that because I'm curious and I want to know myself, and I hope that other people are interested too because I found it really strange. So I really want to just reserve my judgment on this palette until I have tried out the eyeshadow primers because I don't want to talk trash about this and say that I don't like it when it might not even be the palette's fault. So, I mean, I do love the color story. I love the look that came out of it. It took a little bit of work, but again, could just be the eyeshadow primer. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you picked up these palettes and what you think of them, and if you have the same experience as I do, I would love to know. Yeah, thank you so much again for watching. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!